What's up, YouTube? We're going to take a hike with Jim. I know we're fashionably early, but that's okay. We're allowed to be, right? Let's get some things set up. Mute. I think we're allowed to be fashionably early occasionally. I'm not for sure, but I'm pretty sure we are. So, welcome out to the first live of the new year. Happy New Year, everybody. 2026 is finally here, which means the clock and countdown is kicking in. Through hiking season for the class of the 101 has already kicked off. We have Wolfie out there on trail already. He's been posting some shorts and different things, making some killer miles right now on the Appalachian Trail. You show him how it's done, brother. You show him how it's done from West by God, Virginia, right? Right here, where God was having a great day when he made the hills of West by God, Virginia, right? So, in saying that, we got him out there. We got a few more out there. That is on trail that has already started. We're going to congratulate them as we get their names and as we go. We'll try to keep up watching them and different things. So, you know what? Chat is open. We're having a great time tonight. It's Subscribers Appreciation Night. If this is your first time ever coming to Subscription or Subscribers Appreciation Night, a few little things. Ready? I'm always looking at the screen. I'm hardly ever looking at the camera. Number one. Number two, you need one of these shirts. And number three, look what I can do. Anyway, just joking. Anyway, you need one of these cool shirts that say "Take a Hike with Jim," or one of these cool cup of double Java mugs right here, and you can get that right here on Take a Hike with Jim on YouTube, or you can go to buymeacoffee.com and place an order over there if you'd like. If anybody's having any problems with those ordering places at takeahike.com or on here, we're gonna go over how you buy a shirt and a mug and a hat later in this broadcast as we go. And I'm just telling you, I'm excited. I am stoked. Yes, my football team lost. We are out of the playoffs, unfortunately. There's always next year, but a 12-2 season isn't too bad. And how about last night, Ole Miss pulling off the upset? Man, I'm just ecstatic for those guys too. But anyway, first broadcast of the new year. So for all you guys that's out there, gals that's out there, this is your first time tuning in to Take a Hike with Jim on a live broadcast on a Friday night, Subscribers Appreciation. What we do is we go back, we read your comments throughout the week, and we have generalized discussion and comments. Chat is always open. Nothing is off limits. Feel free to buzz in, chime in, type in, do whatever. And like I said, I know I'm a few minutes early tonight, which always throws Sparky for a loop, so that's okay. Throw Sparky for a loop tonight, right? So anyway, let's get started. Let's get cracking in. And I've already got it kind of pulled up. I want to go all the way back to 5 days ago. And we're going to start with making fun of a friend. No, we're not going to make fun of him, but we are going to have some comments about some things, right? Miss Laura Everly Ashley, or commonly known as the lovely Lady L, right here on Take a Hike with Jim. The lovely Lady L, she decided to do her first ever through hike. I think we've talked about this a little bit. We're going to talk about it a little bit more, right? So she goes out there, and I think we talked about it on the hike actually. But so she goes out and she goes to get ready to do her through hike, and she puts a shakedown video, not through hike, a shakedown video. She puts her shakedown prep video out, and she's got all of these freaking like bougie hiker meals, right? I mean, I'm talking like top of the line bougie hiker meals. We're talking like $14, $15 a pack. The one I'm pretty sure had gold flakes in it. She might have paid about $1,200 for that one. No, I'm just joking. She didn't. She found them on sale. She had a little bit of extra, and some of it she already had, and she just wanted to use up. But I've been giving her hell about it since she posted the video because I just think it's hilarious. And she's already posted, and we'll get to that in a minute. So she was going to do her shakedown hike, and she's posted all of his food. And we had commented to her that no sushi, and you know, can't believe she turned down caviar and fondue and different things for her through hike. But anyway, she replies, "I just got home from my AT shakedown and already wishing I was back out hiking. I'm having so much fun at the moment, seeing everyone at the end of the day's hike. I wish I would have planned to do the full thing again, but I'm glad I got to meet many of you yesterday. Thanks for saying hi to me and being so kind." That was on her actual page. I just wanted to read that because she was actually part of the end of the day's hike. She was trying to be, but it didn't work out. She ended up starting off, I think, at the wrong end or whatever. She still ended up meeting some of them. But I was giving her hell about her food, and she commented back, and me and her had talked a little bit. That's the one she's taking on trails, that blows budget and everything, which I already knew. I was just having some fun, right? It's okay to have some fun, right? When you've got friends and different things, because we're gonna be out there for 214 days. Some of us shorter, some of us longer. So make the best of it as it comes around, right? So yes, that was with the lovely Lady L. And then Brock 5085, we call it Broccoli Rob or Brock, who is also one of our subscribers on the page. We've been talking about diets and me losing weight and different things. And he puts, hey, I'm a fan of the carnivore diet myself. Now, I like the carnivore diet. I haven't done it. I haven't really researched a whole lot. I saw some different things on it. Here's the thing. There's so many diets out there nowadays that, I mean, it's crazy. And we're going to get into some of those tonight here on generalized discussion and topics and as we go. I mean, it's just crazy, the number of diets and different things. So we started out on our diet at 296 pounds. We're supposed to be getting the shots. They've approved me, but I haven't gotten them yet. So I don't know what the deal is. I'm going to have to call the pharmacy and figure that out. But at the VA. But anyway, the dietitian put me on a diet to where I'm eating more fiber, salads, greens, and also I'm eating a protein like fish or chicken and turkey and stuff like that, trying to stay away from a lot of red meats and stuff for me on this particular diet. And so far, so good. I've walked away from the butter and the extra butter popcorn, which we think was one of the main culprits. We've walked away from that and different things. And the ice cream's gone. Jason will be happy to know the ice cream's gone and all that other stuff. So the diet, we started out 296. We weighed in at 286 today. So this time next week, we will weigh in again and see what we got and go from there, right? But for the most part, it is what it is, right? So if you're just now tuning in, thank you so much for tuning in. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit a follow, give us a thumbs up, hit the little bell notification so you always get notified when what's going on. Excuse me. Sorry. You just got YouTube COVID. If you know, you know. So we had a new subscriber about 4 days ago. YouTube's starting to tell me some of the subscribers has their subscribing. So, yeah. Future retiree, thank you for subscribing and following the channel and giving us some support right here. We appreciate you so much. We appreciate all of our subscribers. It's what tonight's about, subscription appreciation. I'm probably about to sneeze again and go from there. It's not that steep. Okay, so it's not that steep as apparently from West by God, Virginia. We're not for sure where, but he released a video earlier where he's on the border of the Mason-Dixon, so he ain't too far from me, I wouldn't think. But anyway, in saying that, he has been dealing with loss and different things in his family, and he's getting ready to step out on the trail. He had given a video to the reasons why and everything, so we had commented to him on his video, telling him, about the loss of our sister and how we too are looking for answers and stuff out there on the trail. And I hope that he found his answers, and he responds back, thank you for the kind words. And I'm sorry to hear about your sister. You picked a great word for it. Train wreck absolutely describes how it feels. Let me see, where'd he go? Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Describes how it feels to lose someone that close. I hope the trail treats you well and gives you a few of those answers you're looking for as well. Hope to see you out there. Let me tell you something. It's not that steep. I hope very much to see you out there. And I hope very much to get to sit down and have a cup of double Java with you, right? And go from there. So Jason, our friend Jason, had commented about 4 days ago, man, this is going fairly quick, and there ain't a whole lot of people online yet. Now, maybe I started way too early. What time is it? We might have to slow down a little bit. Jason comments, better put some miles in before the big snow comes. So here in West by God, we had a little bit of a snow warning. We had a little bit, hey, AT, what's up? Welcome out. First live of the year. Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate you. So Jason had put, like I said, watch for the snow and the snowstorm, better get some miles in. We had the Arctic blast that was supposed to hit. That missed us. But we did get some snow, and it was putting it down on New Year's Eve into New Year's Day in the night after midnight. And I really thought we was going to get hammered. And we only ended up with about a ½ inch to 2 inches, but it was still quite beautiful out and everything. I haven't got to do a whole lot of hiking here the last couple of days. I wanted to hike today, still didn't get to do the hiking today. Had too much going on behind the scenes as far as getting stuff ready and going through things. And somebody's going to have to explain to me battery banks, because every battery bank I get, when I go to charge it, the dang things just don't charge. I gave one to my son-in-law, and it charged for him, but it won't charge for me no matter what. And then so I got this other battery bank, and I try to charge it. It's not charging either. Like, what the hell? But anyway, so I got a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. We're doing a lot of stuff for Tuesday nights live, which if you haven't casted a vote, go ahead. Head over to the community section, cast vote 1, 2, 3, or 4, being we don't got the 500 subscribers, right? And, oh, camera went crazy. Hey, this camera's crazy. Let me see here. This thing's popped out. There it goes. There we go. Raise it up. I don't want to do that. There we go. Anyway, so we got the plan book for Tuesday nights live, like I said, that we're going through right now. So if you haven't voted, vote 1, 2, 3, or 4 on our community section about the question of the week. You pick we got the questions. You pick which one you want to hear about and discuss it. We come on live and we discuss it. And so far, number 3 is winning. So that's why we're really digging into this thing a lot, right? This little plan book for Tuesday night's discussion and beyond Tuesday night as well, right? So that's something to look forward to. But anyway, we was talking about the snow and everything. So yeah, we had a little bit of snow. I haven't been out to hike in it. I haven't been out to hike the last, it's been at least a week since I've had a decent hike. I'm hoping to get a decent hike in tomorrow, because I have to work a little bit tomorrow evening, Sunday, and into Monday if I'm going to pull off what I'm going to try to pull off for you folks Tuesday and Wednesday. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see. And everybody's like, what about Tuesdays live? Well, it's going to depend on a couple of things. So we'll go from there. But so anyways, Jason put, because I asked him how much we were supposed to get, he put he thought we were supposed to get a few more inches. And he had to get back to work. He said he couldn't, he was going to miss the woods. I know he was. So on our short, we had a sign there that said that all other farm animals, like, you know, you had to have permit for horses and all the other things. So we was asking, what kind of farm animals do you bring out on trail? And Dazzling puts on here, Dazzling Caseling puts on here, hey, I've seen people bring their goats to the river before. So, yeah, you know. So there you go. So, I mean, I guess people, it's common to bring farm animals, right? Had another one comment that they, and we'll talk about that one later, said that they was out and they seen somebody have a saddle on a cow. So, I don't know. Maybe that sign's there for a reason. I don't know. So, here we go. We got a couple big ones here. Douglas Jones, 3930. 4 days ago, he put, hey, Jim, I lost 40 pounds from May to November. Congratulations, Douglas, on losing 40 pounds. I'm telling you, that's hard. I know. I'm going through it. He said, stopped eating sugar. I've pretty much stopped eating sugar. I eat a little bit of Splenda on my oatmeal. And plus, I have, like, Greek yogurt. I don't know how much sugar and stuff like that stuff's got in it, but there you go. Bread. I really don't eat bread. I eat the flat bread if I eat anything like, you know, like the pita bread or the taco bread, you know, that you can roll up different things, but it's high in fiber and it's supposed to have 0 carbs and all this stuff. So I've been trying that. So pasta he gave up, and potatoes. I've been eating some potatoes, but not much, but I have stayed away pretty much from pasta. I've been eating a lot of rice. He put, I ate meat. So I've been eating fish, which is, as you know, not a fatty meat. It's pretty much just a lean, and then some chicken, which has a little bit of fat on it, but not much. Also lean meat, and turkey, which is definitely lean. Beans, I have too. I've been eating some beans, some pork beans, some baked beans, and some other kind of beans. Eggs, been eating boiled eggs. Cheese, I've left all cheese out. Trying to stay away from dairy. Nuts, I have been eating some peanuts, cashews, regular peanuts, salted peanuts, stuff like that. Whole grains, been eating that too. Fruits, a little bit of fruits. I got these banana chips, man. I'm going to be honest with you. The banana chips from Walmart, Douglas, I'm going to be honest with you. Them things were delicious, right? So, they were delicious. So anyway, so old great fruits. As a matter of fact, I might have to give me some 24 karat gold banana chips so I can keep up with the lovely Lady L's meal prep. Just joking, just joking. Regular banana chips will do fine. Fruits and vegetables. Don't vegetables. He says, I'm pushing 60. It's just a number. Age is just a number. And I haven't felt this good in 30 years. It puts his inflammation is better and joints are feeling better, and you can do it. So my inflammation, joints are doing better because I've been doing a little bit of apple cider vinegar, just taking a shot, you know, so that tends to help. It's kind of like a home remedy thing. Nasty. It'll make you pucker up. That's a dang sure. But for the most part, it works. So if you're just tuning in, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, like, and hit that bell notification so you know what's going on the next time we come on here. Go from there, blah, blah, blah. So, let's see, what's Jason up to here? Oh, on my last video, this is going to be about 3 of us here, a couple of different things. We was talking about the Oak Hill Rail to Trail I was on. So there's a little bit of controversy. Their website says one thing, their sign says another, and then there's several people that's told me this is about the actual miles. So I don't really know. So Jason, so I commented with Jason would probably know in the video, he put, hey, it's 4.5 miles end to end. The additional section that goes down 61 inches Collinwood. It's shorter mile. He said I used to bike it sometimes. And the sign and on the page, it had said that it goes down Carlisle/Malsey. And he's like, hey, I don't really think it goes that far. And different things. So we was talking about the mileage, because on their website it's like it says 8.9 or something like that miles from end to end, and then you get out there to where somebody they actually got a sign that says 13 miles end to end with expansion is what it says. And then actual people's tell me it's like 4.5, 5, 6 miles, like Jason, and there's a few others that has hit me up on my phone and told me. So I don't know what to believe. All I know is we went out, we done it, and we're going to continue to hike it and do different things to go from there. But I don't know who's right and what's right. I'm going to go with what Jason says, because I'm going to be honest with you. That dude is so technical savvy, it ain't even funny. He's like go gadget miles, and he hits his watch and poof, everything he's done for the years in front of him. And he's like Tony Stark. He's grabbing here, moving this mountain here, making a valley there. I mean, it's just the way it is. He's technical savvy. So anyway, then we was talking about our first corporate sponsor, which would be my daughter's barbershop, Straight Edge Barbershop, located 1436 East End, Oak Hill, West Virginia. And it's called Straight Edge Barbershop. And he put, hey, I've got my hair cut in there a few times since I moved back. I had no idea that you two were related. Yep, it's my daughter. We started that barbershop together. And yeah, I mean, it's been around for a little bit now. We've had a great time with it. Business goes up, business goes down, that type of thing. But like anything else, so old man here's kind of retired, turned it over to his daughter. She runs it. It's doing pretty good. So whether or not you live in the state of West by God or not, and whether or not you can get your hair cut there or not is irrelevant. Make sure you go to Facebook and you type in Straight Edge Barbershop, and it's going to have a logo. It kind of looks like Steamboat Willie. It's from like the 50s, whatever. I had it designed, and it's of this pretty face, right? Me as a cartoon. So make sure you click on there and put and click follow, because it's about an algorithm and stuff too on Facebook, right? So the more people she gets clicks and likes and follows, the more activity her page gets, the more visibility gets pushed out there, the more local people even see it, and the more haircuts she gets. And she's sponsoring the page, right? She yesterday she helped us finish getting our garden stuff taken care of with some haircuts and different things that was going on at the shop. So we appreciate yours. Once again, at Straight Edge Barbershop, located at 1436 East Main Street, Oak Hill. Let's go. And then Sparky commented 3 days ago. Said, hey man, glad you had a nice Christmas. You don't want to mess with nausea on trail. Get way too skinny, wore out from a severe caloric deficit hikers. So what we was talking about the shots and how they can cause sickness and stuff like that. He's like, hey, you don't want to be sick out on trail. So we're not taking the shots while we're out on trail. We're going to take the shots while we're leading up to trail, if that makes sense. And so far I haven't gotten them, and I'm still losing weight. I'm still on my diet. I'm feeling great, looking great and feeling good. Ought to be in Hollywood, right? So we'll figure out tomorrow, because we are going for a hike first thing in the morning. We got our headlamps charged. I think tomorrow is the first of our Twilight series that we was talking about. I think that's what I'm going to get up. I think that's what we're going to try to do and knock out and get back. Because we got a lot of things to do tomorrow too. So the light, the headlight that we went with for the Appalachian Trail, and I haven't given an honest gear review of this yet, I don't think. But it's the NU33, the Night Core. I've had it out a little bit, but I haven't got to really field test it a whole lot. This thing seems to be pretty cool. I just got to figure out some different things. I finally got it fully charged. Right, because it's the only thing that's freaking fully charging for me. That's weird, ain't it? I got a hiker tag number 6. Wolfie Hikes number 6, buddy. We've been following your shorts. We've been following your YouTube shorts right here all day, today and yesterday. You're making some great miles. You show them how it's done for West by God, Virginia, and how we do it right here, right? Anyway, so yeah, Wolfie Hikes. He got hiker tag number 6. Almost got the 007. He's 1 calorie short of being Bond. James Bond. Anyway, we got the Night Core NU33. So, while we got him on here, I don't know how long he's going to be able to be on with us because the similar thing. Wolfie, my man, how is it? What's the weather? It's hot, cold, feel good? I mean, how many miles you at? Tell us how many miles you at, man. Give us some info here as we go on. I'll let you get caught up with that. He's the man, number 6. Ended at 31.1 miles today. Hello, Tile Trail. What is up? Welcome to the page. Take a hike with Jim right here on Friday Night Live subscription night. Glad to have you. Wave at you. 31.1 miles today alone. How many did you do yesterday, Wolfie? How many did you end up doing yesterday? I know, like when I heard you was doing Blood Mountain today, I was like, holy crap. I was like, he is setting the bar high because here I am like, I might make it to Springer in 8 days. You know what I mean? You've about finished a trail in 4. I mean, what the heck? I'm at Mount Crossing Bunk Room. Oh, cool. Hi to everybody in the bunk room at Mount Crossings. From right here at Take a Hike with Jim. I will see you all in March and in trail days in Damascus as I start as well the Appalachian Trail. Moving on, new subscriber, Rainwater. What's up, Rainwater? Thank you so much for coming. Wolfie, you just keep on killing it, brother. Watch those knees. Don't overdo it. 16.6 trail miles yesterday, about 18 total. So, like, 2 great days. 2 great days. I tell you what, man, he's setting the standard high. I'm telling you, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get that many miles a day. I don't know. Maybe if somebody pushed me. Do they have Appalachian Trail wheelchairs that'll fit the terrain? Because that's about what I will have to have. But anyway, 2 days and over Blood Mountain is moving. Well done. I'm just wow. It just blows my mind how well you're doing already out there. And with the weather, you're supposed to get some real good weather. I was watching the weatherman, and I think for like the next 2 weeks, it's supposed to, I think like next week toward the end of the week, be almost in the 80s. Can you believe that? This time of year in the freaking 80s. I don't know what it's going to be there, but I know here they're talking 80s. So it's like, holy cow. So welcome Rainwater. Someone put Take a Hike with Jim. I step out March 10th. Okay. Craig Steinmetz, welcome to the channel. He was somebody new. Craig, welcome out to the channel. We welcome you here. If you haven't done so already, you're brand new to the page, hit subscribe, hit like, hit that thumbs up, hit that little bell notification to follow us right here and let us know everything that's going on. Rain tomorrow, but in the 60s. Man, I'm telling you, you are going to make some killer miles. And it's just pray. Let's just pray that the weather ain't holding out for me to show up until March, and then we get that true March winter, right? That's not what we want. So he's getting the good weather. I'll get the suck weather. You watch. Welcome to the suck. And that's what happens because I was at HHC 1092nd, right? He'll be like, there you go, Falcon's Nest. Take that. Anyway, so if you know, you know. Anyway, Marion 110 comment, nice hat, live cut out at 3/4 of the way through. Does this every time. So we're running into something, and I can't figure out why and what's going on here, right? So every time I do a live, it's fine. It goes out the way it's supposed to while I'm on here and different things. But after we close off, number one, it cuts the videos off always. So Spark 8 let me know about that, and some others did too. So I didn't know what was going on with the videos. I got to figure that out still yet. But also, it makes my video, my live video, go to private. So I got to wait for it to finish processing and all that stuff. Then I can go in there and I can turn it from private to public, and then people can watch it. I'm not deliberately trying to cut anybody off, and I'm not trying to keep anybody from watching the videos. I don't know why it's automatically going to private when in the settings before I upload it, I got it set as public to public. So I don't know. I'm going to have to figure out what's going on there. So we'll go from I was in the HHC 1092nd, 1985 through 1987. 2003, 2004, brother. Let's see. New subscriber, Winter Brew 1. Welcome out to the channel. We appreciate you so much. Thank you for joining us right here. Hey, can we give a shout out real quick? Can we give a shout? Let's give a verbal shout out to Mama Bear. She done a great job, Mama Bear, out there putting that video out of those that are on the Appalachia Trail through hiking and everything and sending videos, clips. She even got Ram Dino on there, right? And she's going to be on trail for about 2 weeks, I think she said, or something like that, 3 weeks. And then she'll be off trail again this year and do some things. But she said she's going to be following some people. Make sure you follow Mama Bear. She's doing a lot for us. So here we go. Here comes that troublemaker. And Wolfie knows who I'm talking about. Here comes that troublemaker. Mrs. Lovely Lady L. Here she comes to see what her comment says. Hi, ready for an unsolicited suggestion? Which means, hey, you're going to do what I tell you to. When a woman says that, it means this is what you're going to do, whether you like it or not. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. We're just friends on here. We've never met. She's in another state. Nothing like that. Don't even go there. But it was just a joke. Before people start, I don't know, going on, I don't know, crazy. People are crazy. So she says, hi, ready for an unsolicited suggestion. I'm not sure what time you'll be getting at the lodge after your travel days, but I'm planning on getting Amicalola midday. So here's the kicker for me. I leave West by God, Virginia on a train on March the 8th. I end up in Chesapeake, Virginia that evening. And then from there, it's a 10-hour ride to Gainesville. And I arrive at Gainesville March 9th at like 7:30 in the morning. Bandits is picking me up at about 9:30, 10 o'clock and taking me to Amicalola Falls. I can't check into the resort until like 3 or 4, so I'm going to go ahead and go down and take care of some things. Sparky! I'm going to go down and take care of a few things at the falls that I need to take care of as far as registration and all that kind of stuff. And I'm going to go ahead and walk in some 400 and some stairs while I can. I might ditch my pack somewhere and just slack pack it. And go ahead and do the arch, get my picture, walk through the stairs, come back down. Because I think the next day I'm going to do what she has recommended here. So let's go ahead and see. She's planning on getting Amicalola midday. I'll be here in the morning throughout the whole day. And I don't know what day she's going. I'll be there March 10th. She's never told us her day. I assumed that she's going to be there February 14th. That's what we're going to say. We're going to pick February 14th. We're going to throw a dart and say she'll be there February 14th. The class, she said midday to plan taking the classes and registered that same day. So I'm going to take the classes too. They're very short. Just got to watch some videos on leave no trace behind, how to hang a bear bag, blah, 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 all that good stuff, right? All that propaganda, but we got to watch that. Good information, don't get me wrong. Just to get our tag, the classes are at the bottom of the falls, the lodge is at the top. After the class and registering, I will hike up the falls to the lodge. It's about 1 mile if I remember correctly. It's about 1 mile. She remembered that right. That cuts out the need to have to walk back down to the arch and take classes the next morning from the lodge. So yeah, that's what I agree. I'm gonna get mine done on March 9th. And I'm gonna get mine done March 9th when I get there and throughout the morning and everything before I check into the lodge. So here's my question for some people who's been in the lodge. I don't know, it kind of sounds like the way she's putting it. Like, if I do the archway and the steps up to the falls, because I don't know, and then stay at the lodge, the next morning do I have to go down and redo the steps in order to get to the approach trail, or do I not have to? Because I'm staying at the fall. So let me answer that. Do I have to? Let's see. Yeah, he is hooking along. Checking out until 3 p.m. at the lodge. Checking not until 3 p.m. Yes, I'll be there all day with nothing to do because I can't check in the lodge till like 3. So I'm wondering if at the lodge, do I have to go back down and go through the arch and take the steps and go back up and then go to the approach trail that way? Or is the approach trail at the lodge? Or do I need to get a ride from the lodge to the approach trail? I don't know how it works. I got to look into that. Somebody, you let me know. I mean, I know I'm making it more confusing than what it is. Either which way it goes, I want to try to do the approach trail. But I'm wanting to do the thing. But this is why I say it's kind of, she made it that way. Because me tell you how she wrote this. That cuts out having to go back down the next morning from the lodge. If you do it that way, you'd have to get a shuttle. Okay, there we go. See, I'll have to get a shuttle or hitch a ride. If you do it that way, you have to get a shuttle or a ride to hitch your way down or walk an extra mile to get to the archway. Then backtrack the same mile to get back up to the lodge area. Just thought, again, not sure what your travel plans look like. So this may be feasible, and you may just not want to do that. So I got to figure out this trail thing. So the approach trail is just down the road from the lodge, about 100 yards. Okay, and then if I'm right, correct me if I'm wrong, if I'm right, the approach trail goes up, and then when you're at the approach trail and you're going up, you gotta go all them steps, right? Yes, no. And then you start the approach trail. So yeah, technically, the whole thing's the approach trail, but I don't know. I gotta figure it out. I'm so confused. Lady Elf tends to do that. I don't know why. Quit it. Just joking. You're all right. Anyway, and sorry about not making the lives. I always watch them just after the fact. Bedtime as a teacher is very early. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But I think you're out for the night, right? You don't got school where you're at. You shouldn't, because it's like the brand new year. I don't know. Depends on what kind of school you're teaching, I guess. But anyway, we appreciate you tuning in and going from there, right? We really do. So one adventure. Here we go. We got some stuff to go through in here. And we got Chase. Chase made a big old comment too. That one's coming up. That's going to take a while to go through. But we'll get there. We'll find it. We'll track it down. We're going to go through it. He put, hey, bro. Me and the wife are looking at these meals, and they are awesome. The meals I've been posting my food meals, mainly because, not for you guys to go, why is he posting these food? We don't need to see his food. It's more for moral support and saying, hey, Jim, you got this. Keep up the diet. Stay away from the ice cream. Don't go to Tudor's. You know, if you're not from West Virginia, you're not going to know what Tudor's is. But if you are from West Virginia, you know what Tudor's is, right? So anyway, Tudor's is a breakfast joint, and you get a big old goat head biscuit. Oh, my God. And are looking at the meals, that they're awesome. They put, we are pescatarian. I don't know what that, I think that's what that word is. Vegetarians that eat some fish on occasion. Okay, that's basically what they said they are. This is almost exactly how we eat every day. I'm eating this way because of my diet and because I have to get in shape versus being A-shape. I started having a lot of problem on the trail with my feet, my ankles, and my knees. So the doctor was like, okay, let's weigh you. And I weighed in at 296 pounds. Too heavy. So I started eating fish and stuff. And this is how much we eat every day. There are, the great thing is it's possible to eat almost the exact same thing on the AT. I would recommend that you start your hike to get some plant-based protein powder. No matter what you eat, you will be in a protein deficit. Go with plant-based instead of whey, because the residue in your mixing bottle will sour like milk, but the plant will not. So I'm looking at some protein powders and different things like that. And I'm also looking at the natural energy drinks like some beet powder and stuff too. So approach trail crosses a road from the falls, then heads up the mountain. Okay, gotcha. So we're tracking. So like I said, I don't know. I do want to do the approach trail. So I don't know. We'll figure some things out. because I really do want to do the approach trail. I got one shot at this. I don't know if I ever get back down that way to do this again. And we're going to make this work because that's just the way it works. Uh-oh. Check this out. We got a comment from Wolfie Hikes himself that's staying tonight on the Appalachian Trail and tuning in from the Appalachian Trail, folks. He puts, hello from Emily Falls. Start tomorrow thinking about you, brother. Mainly things like Jim is going to hate this climb. Let me tell you, he knows me. Because it's going to suck. We'll take our time. We'll get up the mountains. We'll go there. We're going to be a little bit slow, but that's okay. We're going to be a little bit slow, but that's okay. So we got a new subscriber, Future Retiree, 4 days ago. What's up, Future Retiree? So we've already went through Not That Steep. We've already went through We've already went through some of that other stuff that's going up. The 40 pounds where I lost. Why did it reset? Why did it jump back down here? I don't know. This thing's weird. Let's jump back up here. It's weird. Everybody's been voting on. The Tuesday Night Live, which may be postponed this week. We'll see. This depends if I can pull off what I want to pull off. New subscriber, Megan Megan L. That's just what we're going to call you. All right, we're from West Bagod, Virginia here. We enunciate. So, Megan, welcome to the channel. We appreciate you coming on board. Thank you for your subscription and you subscribing right here to Take a Hike with Jim. We appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. Happy New Year, says Sparky. 549. Happy New Year's to you, Sparky. Here's a couple double Java right here. Let's get a sip. And then Sparky commented number 2 for this Tuesday, right on there. One adventure. Happy New Year and get ready for a life-changing experience. I want to say that, man, because this is going to be a life-changing experience. This is going to be an event in my life like none other, right? And the Appalachian Trail, how can it not change you? It's already changed me so much and I haven't even been on it. You know, you get obsession, you do different things, you start putting yourself out there, you start digging in and doing stuff like that. So, you know, it's going to be a life-changing experience, and I can't wait to make new friends, and I hope to get to set back at trail days with some of you folks, because no matter where I'm at on the trail, I'm catching a ride and coming back to trail days and then going back out where I was at. I've got a budget for that, somewhat stashed aside, and specifically for that because I really want to do trail days, because we're the class of the 101. And for those who don't know, the 101's a military thing, and I'm going to continue to say 101 because last year was the 100th anniversary, right? This is the 101st year anniversary of the Appalachian Trail, the way I understand it. So we are the class of the 101, and we are the Rat Pack, right? The younger ones, we're the Rat Pack. Actually, I'm one of the older ones now. I still feel like I'm one of the young ones. You know what I'm saying, Wolfie? But I'm not. I'm one of the old guys now. You know, a little bit more gray in my beard, a little bit more gray in my hair. I used to think I'm cool. Now I'm 15 degrees off cool like Bill Engvall. You know, it's just weird. I mean, and instead of using trekking poles walking up the mountain like I used to, now I'm using an actual walker with assisted lift chairs. I mean, that's how old I'm getting. So, I mean, there you go. But anyway, Happy New Year to you, one of it. Appreciate it. Going up. So, once again, Lady L, she put out there she's looking for different recommendations. She's thinking about going with a beanie and everything, and I told her, hey, try Sky Goat. She said she loves that. She's going to look into it. Farm Girl commented number 3 on Tuesday night's vote. Thank you, Farm Girl 2020 or 2004, who also gave us a shout out on Mama Bear's video saying, hey, she's going to follow Take a Hike with Jim, aka you know, right there, trying to get our channel a little bit more visibility. Thank you so much for your support, Farm Girl. Appreciate you so much. Julia Hikes replied, I hiked for 5 months straight on the PCT. Okay, so here we go. This is getting ready to get interesting. This is getting ready to get interesting right here, right? This has been a big controversial topic when it comes on my channel. Big controversial topic. As much as saying Appalachia or Appalachian or the Appalachians, I can't say how they say it. I had so many people day hiking ask me for directions. Well, you give them that good old West Virginia system, you know what I mean? Because, and Wolfie will know what I'm talking about. If y'all don't, I have it on one of my shorts. You turn this way on the trail, you can go this way, or you can go that way. One of the two ways will take you somewhere. So anyway, the very controversial subject. Here we go. I thru hiked for 5 months straight on the PCT, and my feet never grew. I guarantee you can't guess who started this conversation. You'll never be able to figure it out what troublemaker started this conversation. I felt like it was because my feet are so flat, right? So it's been going back and forth. People talk about feet growing, not growing. I'm like, hey, I'm 45. I don't think my feet's going to grow anymore. And people's like, yeah, your feet's going to grow and different things, and people sell shoes and different things. I said, I don't know. But they put, so you might be onto something there. I don't know. That being said, my husband has high arches, they said, and has never grew either. So, like, at a certain point in time, I've never heard of people, like, after you're full-on adult, your feet growing anymore. Until now, until the Appalachian Trail. And so it's been a very controversial topic going back and forth and going from there. So here we go. Tyon Trail, who's on here tonight. What's up? Here's your comment. I'm an old 10th Mountain guy myself. There you go, 10th Mountain Division. Correct me if I'm wrong, Niagara Falls, New York. That area, is that where that's from? Is that where they're from, the Mountain Division? I think so. I'm not for sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. I hiked for 5 months straight. We already done that one. And then Tyon on Trail comments, I'm stepping off April 4th from Amicalola. Hope to see you at Trail Days on the trail. I'll see you out there. I will be at Trail Days. If you see me and I don't recognize who you are by face or whatever, because chances are I'm not going to be like, hey, you know, I've been on your face, I've been on your YouTube, and like, let's have a conversation. Sit back and say hi or something. Go from there, right? And go from there. Let's see. And I appreciate your service, by the way, 10th Mountain Division. I followed him last year and again this year. He's been doing shorts. Sparky is talking about Wolfie, saying Sparky's like, hey, we're following him. He's been doing shorts and everything. We ain't got a full video yet. It's only day 2. It'll be all right. But he's making killer time. Killer time. So Miss Saz commented, I was watching a horse auction video and a YouTuber, and there was a cow with a saddle. I'm talking about the shorty and the sign. The short got done with the sign, talking about the farm animals on trail. They've actually seen a video and a cow with a saddle on trail. It's weird. So, once again, talking about diet. I don't think feet grow, but they tend to flatten out and get wider. I don't think my feet can get any flatter, though. I'm as flat as they get. I am so flat with my feet, I'm almost a middle school cheerleader. Anyway, in saying that, no pun intended, not a pervert, it was a joke, don't take it seriously. I'm sorry, I apologize to the HOA and all the offended committee, there you go. Anyway, so anyhow, my feet are pretty flat, that's all I'm saying. Pretty close, a little further north in Watertown, New York. Okay, so I know it was up that way somewhere, the 10th Mountain was. I probably just lost like every subscriber I got. They're like, oh my God, I can't believe you just said that. I did, I totally said that. I just totally did. Anyway, so, God damn it, I gotta quit. Sparky, stop. Anyway, I don't know how to pronounce this. John Klein. So, I don't know, but 9309 commented, the best way to drop weight is to cut down your carb intake, eat more meats and eggs, and you won't be hungry for the carbs. Especially avoid seed oils. They are the opposite of antioxidants, and unfortunately they're in practically everything that comes in a box. So, yeah, and I agree with a lot of that. I'm trying to cut down and different things. Protein keeps you fuller, but I got to watch my protein intake. I got to watch balance. Got to watch some different things. So there's a lot to it for me. And then he put, because I put, I'm willing to do anything to try to lose weight. But in that case, you should try to be on the keto as much as possible on your trike. He said, I know you can't be perfect on trail. I've tried that food. The food options on trail aren't that great, but to be sure to have a steak or a burger when you get in town, no ketchup or mayo. Eat eggs as often as you can find them. Bacon, sausage is good. Butter's amazing. Margarine is not. Your muscles need protein. That's the main thing. Protein. and calorie intake without putting on weight but gaining muscle, and without losing muscle within the caloric deficit. So it's going to be a lot. But for right now, I need to drop some weight. I'm going to be honest. I mean, I'm a big boy. Dang, boy. You a big ass boy. Got to watch my language tonight. You never know. You know, I don't want it. Yeah, we got to just whatever. Had some more people to do whatever. So Chase had commented. I'm looking for Chase's comment because Chase had commented. And I'm hoping Chase didn't take the comment back because it was a cool comment. So I'm going to jump over here real quick so I can see achievements, ideas, news, all. Of course you wouldn't do it right now, right? Let's go here. Boom, no. So Chase had a big one on here. So we're going to go down through and scroll a little bit. I don't know what happened to it. He had a massive post and I was waiting to read it for y'all this week for it. I didn't comment on it right away, so I'm hoping he didn't think that I wanted him to take it down because, hey, I was all about it. I just got to find it. I might even have to look on my phone to see if it's on there somewhere and go from there. Let me do that too. Let me look here. Let me put my old man specs on. Oh, Chase, don't tell me you took it down, brother. I think he did. I think Chase, let's see. I'm looking to see. So if Chase is out there, if somebody knows Chase, I was waiting to talk about it right here on channel versus go through the whole thing and type back to it. I think he actually took it down, which was a lot of great information in there when I read it. So kind of bummed that went away. Yeah, so Wolfie Hot puts on there, long videos won't be for at least another week. I kind of figured that, and that's what all it takes is just a little patience. So Chase, listen, brother, if you're out there, you're watching the videos, let me tell you something, brother, sister, whoever, brother, sister, mother, undercover brother, it doesn't matter, right? So when you put those comments, it's always welcome here. You're not telling me what to do. You're giving me great advice. I'm reading through it. I'm picking what works, picking what don't work. But I appreciate and I love the comments you put on there. I don't care how short they are. I don't care how long they are. And, you know, I really don't. So make sure that you don't ever feel like you have to delete your comment or that it's too long or that you're overstepping or you're giving information on Take a Hike with Jim's page that number one is either unwarranted, unsolicited, or you know, it's just like, hey, you're trying to tell me how not to hike my hike. No. Chase, feel free to post here. And that goes for anybody. Feel free to put here whatever. Because that's what this page is, right? I want you folks to have the closest experience to being on trail without being on trail through my channel as we can. So he put, I'm eating an entire Red Barbo's pizza at the moment. Listen, Wolfie Hikes. Listen. Now he's just showing off. He's walking all those miles and he can eat things like that whole pizza. While Jim here had a salad, a few peppers, and like one tuna wrap. Dry tuna wrap tonight. So yeah, that was supper. Looking forward. Are you using for a sleeping mattress? Just curious, says I am a big guy as well. And did you test it? So AT walk and talk. I'll be right back. I got the answer for you on that. I'll be right back. Alrighty, sorry about that. I actually wanted to get it because I don't want to lie to you. and I didn't want to look it up. So, anyway, so he says, what are you using for sleep bag? Just curious, as a big guy as well. And did you test it? I have tested it here in the house. I have not tested this out in the field. I did put it on the floor. I did lay on it. It is very, very comfy, whatever. So I'm going to show you what I got and go from there. It is the Thermarest Neoloft, right? I put it right back in the box. I have had it out of the box. I have had it out. I have slept on it. I'm going to take it to the field to try it out in the field and go from there. But for the most part, yes. So this thing is an amazing, I mean, it's comfortable. It's great. So let me give you some specs about it real quick. So it's 4.6 inches thick. And the reason why I went with this, when I was having a problem with my back and my hip and different things of sleeping, we tried the cot, we've tried different things, it just didn't work out the way it should have. So here comes Meow Meow the cat, right? So I saw this gentleman, and he's a huge guy. Huge guy. I'm like, almost NFL kind of guy. And he was talking about, he got the Neoloft, and he puts it in his garage, and he lays it on the floor, and he's like, oh my God. Then he field tested it, he's like, good. So I started researching it and everything. So I got the size of the regular wide, and it's 4.6 inches thick, or 11.7 centimeters, right? Now here's the thing, before people's like, yeah, but how high is it, or how much weight is it, and what's the R value, how many season is that thing? Because technically this is a car, this is a mat for car camping, not through hiking. But people are starting to use it for hiking and through hiking, right? So it weighs 1 pound, 14 ounces. This thing literally weighs 1 pound, 14 ounces. It has, like I said, a nice little kit in it, repair kit, different things as well. This one's 26 inches by 73 inches. And it is pretty much, you can use it year round. It's got an R value of 4.7. Right, R value 4.7. It has a double valve system on it. It does come with the bag. Sorry, we had a little freeze right there. It does come with the inflation bag, but I do have a pump that blows it up. This thing is comfortable. For me, anyway, this thing is comfortable. So I'm gonna get to sleep on it very soon. I can't give away when, but because I got something special planned. But as far as sleeping on it here in the house, I have. It's very, very comfortable here, but I don't know what's going to be like out there, to answer your question. But so far here in the house, real good. And I'm real happy with it. So it's a little bulky. It's a little bulky. So if you're not a bulky person or whatever, or you're an ultralight or whatever, you may want to explore other options and different things. But this is, it runs $249. As the retail for it, about $240. I think that Garage Grown Gear has it for about $230, something like that, $235, something like that for right now. Oh, put my warranty paper back over here. But so yeah, that's what I'm going with, is Neoloft. Now I started out with a Sea to Summit mat. That one didn't work for me. I switched from that and I went to the Nemo Extreme Weather Conditions. And it had an R value of like almost 9. It was like 8.9 or something like that. And it was extremely whatever. And I just couldn't get comfortable on it. Even when adjusted it, I couldn't get comfortable enough on it. So then we went from that. We switched over to a natural hike cot, a cot system. It's just not practical. Put a cot, take it down, put it together, in and out the tent, set it up on the trail. Plus the weight. Now they make a cot that is lighter than this mat, but unfortunately it's not for big boys. Okay, it has to be, you have to be below like 250 before you can even think about getting on this thing. I mean, or it'll break. The one I got was for big boys, about 300 pounds, and it was about 4 pounds out of my pack. So I just couldn't, I could not in my mind make sense of why to take it. So I was like, nope, it ain't going. So I've done some research. Like I said, I found a big guy that was using it, and I got this, and so far I like it. And I'm also, being I'm carrying a tarp for a footprint anyway, I'm also going to have a hammock set up with me, most likely for the warmer nights in the summer, not in the winter. for the summer nights. Anyway, after I ship my stuff north for the winter and go from there. But the Thermarest New Loft, look it up, brother. I'm telling you. So far, I'm happy with it. You'll know more this week how I feel about it and stuff from there. And I could give it a better, honest review video from there and get more in depth with it from there. So yeah, so this week, like I said, we've had a lot of comments. I'm sorry that Chase, you deleted the comments, whatever, and felt like that they needed to or had to or whatever. That's never the case here. Always feel welcome. Always feel like you can say what you need to say or what you want to say here, especially on Take a Hike with Jim, and go from there. So we've got our mouths now. Now, here's the thing, and I've said this on Wolfie Hikes, and I'm standing by it. Past the first day, I don't give a flying rat's rear end what happens. You're welcome, AT. What happens and how many miles I really get. Okay, I really don't. Somebody commented, I think it was Chase, said, well, you need a rough estimate of where you're going to be for, I think it was part of Chase's comment he was talking about, was you need a rough estimate of where you're going to be as far as, you know, resupplies and stuff like that. And he's right, and people are right. So I need to have a rough estimate, a rough idea, and I'm going to have a rough idea. But, so my rough idea, and I'm, like I said, it's not etched in stone. One day I might wake up and I'm scheduled and like supposed to do 12, 13 miles, and it not happen. So I've got the first 30 days. I've got the first 30 days almost completely done. Right now I'm through the Smokies on here, the hostel stays, the resupply points, how many miles a day. You guys will see that Tuesday or therefore the night after when I go through this and I go through it. But like I said, it's not etched in stone, because when I talked to Wolfie on his video, and he asked me, he said, how much have you looked past, how much have you really dug into it? And I told him, and I was honest, I hadn't looked into it past the first day past that, because I really didn't want to, because I didn't want to feel obligated to walk a certain amount of miles each and every day and do whatever. So I want to take it, you know, past staying at Springer, and I want to make sure people understand that this is for videos. This is so, just in my mind, I kind of know where things are at. Plus, I'm going to have the Far Out app to let me know where, you know, resupply points and stuff are at, and hostels. But just to put it in my mind where things are at, and I'm not doing it all the way through. I'm doing like 60 days or something like that in this. And just to have a rough sketch of where I'm at and different things like that. And after the first day, I could care less. After staying at Springer Mountain, I could care less if I make it to Hawks Shelter, or if I make it to the, you know, Woody's Gap, or if I make it to, you know, whatever. You know, it doesn't matter to me, right? Because I don't want this to be about, well, I have to hit 14, 15, 16 miles today. No, if I only feel like walking 6 miles, guess what? Home Slice is only walking 6 miles. You know, I got until October to make this work, and it's going to work. And after I come out of the Smokies, we're going to put on some miles. Now, it's not that it gets easier after the Smokies, and that's something else I think Chase was talking about was, he was talking about how the Virginia roller coaster is necessarily what the harder part, some of the lower parts was harder than that. And then when you get up north, some different things are harder. I think that was part of that conversation he had on there, and he had taken off. But in saying that, I'm not like, the miles will come. And there's going to be days that I'm going to walk and I'm going to look up and go, daggone, I done 14, 15 miles a day. And other days will be like, I only done 10 or 12 today. And at some point, it's got to get more consistent. And it's got to settle in. And I understand it, and I get that, because 214 days in the grand scheme of things is not a lot of time. And do I want to be out there a whole 214 days or longer? Not really. I want to try to get this thing in the bag and done. But I still want to have a good time doing it. But I still want to make sure my budget's where it is. You know, I still want to make for sure for those that want to support my through hike, we can. We got other people we need to support, like Wolfie and other people as well. Whether it be, you know, morally, financially, spiritually, whatever. We need to support other through hikers as well, me included. You know, need to lift these folks up and help them out when and where we can, because that's what it's about, giving back, right? Karma has a way of working its way out, right? So, in saying that, you know, I've not looked towards a lot of miles. But I know they'll come. I know they'll be there. And I just don't want to blow my knee or blow my ankle or something like that within the first 100 days. I just, you know, like if I have to low crawl this trail, I'm low crawling. I mean, I mean that. I mean, let me put this in perspective for you. Me and my wife had this discussion. This is going to sound very harsh, and I don't mean it to. So for those of you out there, don't let, this is how dedicated I am to this trail. My mother's got stage 4 dementia. Okay, physically, the doctor says 1 to 3 years. She could live 5, 10. But doctor says physically 1 to 3 years, realistically. Okay, I've seen her go downhill so much in the last 6 months it ain't even funny. And I know my mom's leaving here. So before my mom's mind got in real bad shape, we had a lot of conversations about me and the Appalachian Trail, because most days now my mom don't even know who I am. I'm either my brother, my dad, I'm a neighbor, I'm some stranger. Every day, you know, that she does remember me, I'm having to remind her about the trail. It's a tough situation to be in and watch my mom go through, okay? And she's 80, 81 years old, and chances are when I step out in March, I'm saying goodbye to my mother. Most probably, I'm not saying definitely, but most likely I'll be saying goodbye to my mother in person, giving her a hug, probably for the last time. And I struggled with that. I started to put the trail off another year because of that. And I had an uncle that said, no, don't do that. I put my life on hold. And as well as you know, don't do that. Just do your thing, right? Just go do it. And so me and my mom had the discussions. But me and my wife was having a discussion yesterday. If something happens to my mother, this is where I don't want people to get it confused. If something were to happen to my mother before Pennsylvania, I can get home and I can be part of the family and the services and then come back out on trail. Once I hit Pennsylvania, realistically, logistically, that ain't happening. You know, I'm not even able to come home. Mentally, I've had to prepare myself that I'm not coming home past Pennsylvania if something even happens to my mother. My wife's like, we'll FaceTime it and you can be part of the funeral services that way. And it's not that I don't love my mother. I worship my mother. Thank you. I appreciate it, Sparky. I worship my mother. But you know what my mom told me? You've got so much invested in this. This is something you've wanted to do for so long. And before I can remember how to tell you anything, she said, I want you to know, I want you to do it. Do what it takes and get through it. So that's what I'm doing. And there's people that's not going to understand it. I'm going to be heartbroken days on trail, most likely. But you know what? I got to get through it. And that's the mentality that I have. When I tell you that I don't want to come off of injury, I don't want to come off for anything of this trail, and I hope my mom's there when I come off a trail. I hope she's here. Don't get me wrong. I have an uncle that's fighting cancer. He just found out he had cancer. The same uncle told me, hey, don't put your life on hold, do this. And then like 2 weeks later, he found out he has lymphoma. He has cancer in his lymph nodes, right? And so I tell you, I have a chance of even losing my uncle. There's things that, like, I'm not going to get to come home for, right? This is my 25th wedding anniversary. I'm not going to be here for that. I'm going to be on trail. You know, so there's a lot that I'm giving up to do this at this specific time in my life. But everything is lining up. I'm going to read some of these comments in a second. Everything is lining up. So when I say I'm not coming off this trail, that's absolutely have to, or people's going to pull me off, that's what I mean. That's my mindset. That's where I'm at. It's just like, I'm looking at this as, for those that have been in the military, that's been deployed, they'll understand what I'm saying. I'm looking at this as a self-deployment that I'm deployed. And like, what's mission critical and what's not, right? So anyway, going, you're welcome. He said, thank you for the mattress thing, you're welcome. Doing the approach, I would say 5 days of food will get beginner through hikers to Mount Crossing. I planned on at any given time taking 5 to 6 days worth of food. So I would say you're right. That's what I got planned anyway. Let me see here real quick. I'll tell you real quick. Being that you're out there, and you can kind of tell me because you're already out there. So, first resupply. Let's see. First resupply. I'm looking at the 13th Woods Mountain Shelter. I plan on staying at Woods Mountain Hostel. They said they had a resupply there, or they could give me a lift into town. And that's mile marker 27.7. And that's 1, 2, 3, that's 4 days in right there to resupply there. So I've been figuring my resupplies anywhere from 4 to 6 days, if that sounds right. So I want to carry 4 to 6 days worth of food at any given time, and that's about what I want to carry. And we'll get more into that Tuesday, but that's where I'd be. So Woods Hole Hostel said that they could hook me up there. And then right around from that, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, not only Woods Hole Hostel, we got the Above the Clouds Hostel on there too, and we can do a resupply through them, which is not going to be that much further up the road from there. So I think, like you said, about 5 days should be good. 5 days should be about good, and we'll talk about it more on Tuesday about how I got everything mapped out and where everything's going, right? So this has been a very productive first about go to jump off due to work. Got to jump to work. See you. So good luck, Wolfie. See you later, AT. I'm going to jump off here too. This has been a very good and productive live, and the first live of the year. Thank you all so much. We appreciate each and every one. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you go ahead and do so. Hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, hit that bell notification. If you'd like to purchase a shirt or a mug or a hat that says "Take a Hike with Jim," right? Just go to PayPal and in the comments, or Cash App, or Venmo, which is in the description, and you put, "Hey, I want a shirt with your size." And it goes from small to XXX. I want a hat, and if you want a hat, you put embroidered or not embroidered. And if you want a mug, you just put a mug, right? And go from there. The shirts are, the mugs are 20, the shirts are 25, and I say the one hat that has the embroidery hat's 30 because it's embroidered, and then the sticker hat, which is like the shirt and print hat, is 25. Okay, so that's the price on there. You just put what you want, put your deposit, and we'll get it out to you. If that was too much to take in, you can always go to buymeacoffee.com. I have a shop there set up under Take a Hike with Jim. Once you get there, and you can order a shirt, a cup, or a hat. Now, I just want to tell people, I'm not making $20 off a cup. I'm not making $25 off a shirt or $30 off a hat. That's not how it works. I'm making about $3 or $4 a cup, $3 or $4 a shirt, and like $2 or $3 a hat. So it's just the way it is. If you'd like to make a donation and you'd like to sponsor a day of me being out on the trail, all you have to do is go to the description. Got PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App. $15 a day. That provides breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks in between, plus my element drink mix for the day. And I've got my meals down to $15 a day. I've already went to the store. I went shopping. Granted, some places will be higher because I'm out of state and different things, but I think for the most part I keep about $15, $20 a day. So we're shooting for $15 a day, right? So if you'd like to sponsor me for a day, you can go in there. Description, you can do that right there as well if you'd like to. That's enough about that stuff I just wanted to tell you about, let you know what we got, and go from there. You will have trail magic opportunity. I don't have being so early yet. I'm sure you'll run into fresh grounds at some point, Wolfie. So we know fresh grounds is out there somewhere. But anyway, so that's about how you can donate, how you can get shirts and different things like that, and hats if you'd like, or you'd like to make a donation, you can. Also, when we get ready to get started, we'll get closer, we'll have more information. If you'd like to send a care package or box ahead on trail, you will be able to do so. But you will be able to do so with that as well. We're going to have it set up to where somebody here back home is going to be taking care of that, so I don't get like 10 boxes in one mail drop, right? And I can't carry it all. So to sort out. So if you'd like to do it, you can. Last but not least, real quick, and I ain't got this in the description, that's why I wanted to go over it and talk about it real quick, and then I'm off of here. We're out. You can go right here, you can go to the community section, it's on there. You can go to https://, right? You can type in live.garmin.com/take-a-hike-with-Jim. So once again, that's https://live.garmin.com take-a-hike-with-Jim, right? And from there, you go to the page, and that's going to update ever so often and live real time on my Garmin when I'm out on trail starting March 10th and where I'm at, and you can go there and it's going to show you where I'm at until I get my videos and stuff uploaded, so you'll kind of know where I'm at. I don't care to let people know where I'm at, right? 4th degree black belt. I got some other things I'm going to be dealing with as well, So I'm not worried about it. I'm worried about bears and ticks and spiders on mine, but the other guys, I'm not worried about them, right? I've got trekking poles that works as bow staffs. Come on, right? Not worried about it. If you'd like to, you can go there and you can track me live. And that's amazing. So you can say, well, hey, he's here. I wonder if they got anybody going to this post office. He should be there the next couple of days. And I'd like to drop a care package. I'm going to have a link to where you can contact somebody. And they'll be like, no, there ain't a care package for there yet. Or yes, there is. Would you like to send one to the next town? And we'll go from there, right? I just heard that on the 31st, Above the Clouds is shutting down their gearing, but will shuttle you free to town. Oh, so that's nice to know. It's good information. So anybody that's watching this, it's going to be a through hiker. It's going to be out there. The 31st, the Above the Clouds is shutting down their gearing, apparently, but they'll shuttle you to town for free to resupply. So there you go. We might want to get that out to Ramdino as well and see if Ramdino's heard anything on that. I might hit Ramdino up and see if he's heard anything as well on that. I don't think he's dropped his video for this week, so we'll go from there. All right, so thank you so much, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope everybody had a great New Year. Wolfie, I wish you the best, and I continue to wish you the best right there. And for everybody that's there staying with you right now, and I hope there's some people there with you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for the trail and all that you do, you through hikers. Good luck to each and every one of you that's there. Watch out, Wolfie's got some horrible gas. I'm telling you, it's bad. It's almost as bad as his feet smell. I'm just saying. I don't even know. I'm just messing with him, right? But I'm just messing with him, right? So anyway, so make sure, I just want to say, you folks have a good trail journey. I will see you hopefully in Damascus at Trail Days, right? All of you. We start March 10th. We will see you this week. Tuesday Live, maybe, is what I'm having. Tuesday Live. Have a good one, Sparky. Tuesday Live, maybe. And go from there. I only got one more favor. Only one more thing to ask. Only one more.